Okay, so today is the next day. After working yesterday, I did not work, and now in the evening, I just started working on it. The two issues I was figuring out yesterday was that I had implemented the authentication using Firebase, email and password. But one thing that went wrong is that whenever you log in and you close the app and you start it again, the ideal thing is that you should be again logged in, right? But it was not happening. So I figured out how to do that today with using async storage, which is something new. I did not know that, which is kind of similar to what we do in local storage in web apps. So that's that. Now another thing that I learned a lot about is about navigating and setting up the authentication flow in a app or a mobile app, right, which I had no idea about. So after some searching, I found out this article called auth flow, or making an authentication flow in React Native. So how to solve this thing is that you have to maintain different stack containers and they will have screens, right? So there will be stack container containing all the registration screens, the screens that the user has to see if he has not logged in yet, right? And another stack container will contain the main app screens of the app, which basically the user has to see when he is logged in. So you only use the stack container containing the registration screens only if the user is not logged in. So in that way, he only sees this 1 to 3 pages like login, registration, all of that. And if the user is logged in, he does not even know that this stack container exists, and eventually these pages don't exist for him. He has this stack container which has the main screens of the app. So that solves it. As you can see in this code, this stack.navigator is a container which contains some screens, and you have to render these stack containers according to your state of the user. So I'm glad I have implemented the Redux toolkit, which is really painful when you're starting out. You have to write a lot of code to implement. Not a lot, but obviously more than just using simple state. But eventually, it's great for if you are making big apps or you want to work on industry level things, right? So that helped because I have now this universal state up there, and wherever I want, I can just pull in the user's status. So I'm using, like, if it's loading, I have this container which has only the splash screen, and if his status is logged in, I have these tabs which has many screens which the user will only see if he is logged in. And if it's not logged in, I will only show him the login page. Now I can have here my registration page also. So the thing is that according to the state, we have multiple stack containers, and in this way, the user doesn't even has to know there exists a login page or the authentication page if is logged in, because he is now in the main app screens, and when he presses back, he just gets out of the app screen because in that stack there is no login page, right? So that's how actually you solve it. So now it's fixed, and as I can show you, it works now. So you can see my app here. Now if I just sign out, can find variable async storage, well, that is new. That is a new error. Okay. Okay, I have to fix this. Just a second. So now if you just press back, you will now exit the app, because now as I'm logged in, I only have, just a second, I only have this now my user status is logged in, and I am only in my stack navigator. Now I am only showing these two screens. So now if I just press back, you'll see that I will just go back to this one, because this is in this home is in this stack. So now if I press back, boom, I just close the app. That way you just hide the login screens from the user. So that was pretty cool learning this, because coming from web to mobile, these things are new, and I guess it just takes some time to figure it out the first time, and then once you know it, it's nice. And now I've closed the app. Now if I just open the app, it will know that, hey, from the async storage, that hey, the user has logged in, the data is there, so we should not show him the login page, take him into the app directly. That is working fine. And yeah, you can just go to profile, sign out. Don't mind the UI and all that stuff, because I'm just testing things and throwing in a bunch of things and finding how this mobile thing works, React Native thing works, and how actually apps work. So yeah, eventually, iteratively, the plan is to make this a clean, cool thing. So sign out, boom, everything's fine. Press back, goes out, because in the app.js, if you see, if the user is not logged in, else if the user is not logged in, I just have this login screen. So press back, goes out, there is no screen to show. Yeah, so that's pretty much the progress till now. So as you know, the goal is to just publish an app to the Play Store before 2021 ends, and for that I just have some minimal feature in mind, that the user can log in, user can see the listing of jobs in the app, he can save, I guess, and if like when a minimal thing and minimal good looking, have a good UX thing, make a good UX user experience, and just publish it to the App Store. That's the goal. And iteratively, I have plans to add chat features. So I'm thinking of like making it a remote hub for just people who love to work remotely or want to talk to people who work remotely, and share some resources in the home page and all that stuff. So I have all this in mind. So I'll be doing this iteratively, but obviously the minimal goal that I have is just make a normal simple thing and just push it, publish it. So that's the goal right now. I don't know what will happen, but yeah, so that's what has happened till now.